Here we go.
Hunt Companion.
See, just like that. Open. There's more pressure. We got guests in the studio coming up for a podcast. So I'm like,
we got an audience.
Live studio audience here.
Got an audience. With a mega giant on the floor here we'll bring up for the next podcast.
So. Filming this on, we're pretty real time. It's Friday. I keep forgetting it's Friday. Normally we film this stuff on Thursday. So
Friday the 14th.
Friday the 14th. And if you're listening to this, it's Sunday the 16th. And we are in Kansas.
In it now? Is that what you wanted to say there?
No. I usually say that. I think we're in Kansas as Sunday. This is airing. Yeah. Or we're arriving at Kansas.
We'll be on the road. Yeah. Getting in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. In crossing a line there, I guess is where we'll be.
In Kansas at this point for the next week, foreseeable future.
Yeah, man. Before we get to this deer on the table, thoughts. Have you checked weather today? I have. How does it look?
It's going to be rough.
You think so?
It's going to be.
Look in real time.
It's going to be warm Monday, Tuesday.
How warm?
Mid-60s.
Okay.
And then Wednesday looks good. And then Thursday, Friday are going to be really wet. Like 0.4 to 0.5 inches of rain each day.
See, and that's not even at all what it looked like a week ago.
I know.
Like a week ago, it was Monday rain, Wednesday rain. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, dude, I think that's Kansas for you. It could change.
Well, it's better than this week. It's going to be like mid to high 70s this week.
Oh, well, no, dude. Now you're looking. Oh, wait, okay. This is Saturday. Sunday looks like, 62. Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, you got a freaking 15-degree temperature drop from Saturday to Monday. Mm-hmm. You're going from 75 to 69. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Some east winds, southeast, northeast. Wednesday looks good. Then, yeah, your rain front's Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm. Thursday, Friday, wet.
And
then gone.
Thursday, really wet.
Yeah, really wet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday looks like your best day. Mm-hmm. Potentially.
3 good days to kick it off. And then, yeah, the tail end might, rain us out. But
So we'll see. That's the strategy of where we're at right now.
Yeah. Well, and for strategy-wise, still waiting for need some maps here so we can strategize. And so what I sense is you and I are going to probably feel good, I hope, about a certain area or at least a farm to be like, hey, I think here you go, here's some intel, and we'll probably either jump into either some pre-hungs or like either way we'll bring the custom gear with us and be ready to be where they're at. And then the dads, I think, they're locked in. Their plans are set. Roger's gonna take and drop them where they're going.
That's the whole point about being with an outfitter is they're taken care of.
I think we're good.
Yep.
Did we lock in on so 7:00? We're gonna leave the farm.
Yep, we're going to leave at 6.
And you're going to leave at 6. Dude, I think that's going to put you a little behind us.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
It's 13 hours and 19 minutes from the farm.
It's 13 hours and 30 minutes from my house.
30 minutes. Okay, so that would...
I might be ahead of you.
That put you ahead of it. How's that possible?
Because you have to come way down to 70. I'm 20 minutes from 70.
All right, well, that's maybe good then. I'd like to hook up if we can somewhat drive together.
I'm sure. Whether it's pee breaks or... breakfast
meet
or
up
gas.
On 70 there or something.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that truck drive with Dad and Dale, and that's
got to get him in the frame of mind.
That's half the experience,
Yeah. It's a long truck drive.
It's a long truck drive. I've never spent that much time in the truck with Dale before.
We get to do it during the day, which will be nice.
Oh, dude.
The overnight ones are killers, man. That 2, 3 a.m. of just trying to keep it between the mustard and the mayonnaise on the highway is rough.
I did not want to do that. I might actually be able to get some work done. I bet Dad will drive at least half the time. Mm-hmm. You won't. Your dad won't drive.
I'll be just trying to keep him awake. Uh-huh. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll just be me and the radio for 12 hours. We'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that trip there. There's some great deer, on the farms that we'll be on, and. I do know that. I
haven't been involved in any text messages, so I don't know.
I've got it not totally under my thumb, but handled enough that I think we're going to be in good shape.
Just don't put me on that 4-year-old 190 because he'll die.
Oh, that's fine.
He'll die, Dwayne.
That's fine.
Yeah, he won't get a pass.
Yep, that's fine.
So,
all right. Well, what do you want to do? You want to recap this thing real quick, or?
Yeah, I owe you an apology though, because I was not a very good supportive friend when you killed this.
Oh, it's not.
I was in a bad mindset. You were back here. I missed phone calls and.
You were back here making us money.
Yeah, maybe.
Somebody's got to do it, right?
I was in bumper to bumper traffic for half of my life that day in Pittsburgh.
No apology needed. Other than, did you see the call or you were in a meeting? I assume.
Yeah, I saw the call. I was in that meeting with the engineer developer dude, and
is what it is.
Just banging my head off a wall.
Is what it is. He called me back. We got to take care of, and we've made enough friends out there that I had Chris come over and help me, but yeah, there he is. So I mean, we'll do a full lengther, at some point, but I don't know when, because we've got we're stacked here schedule wise, and we're going to start rolling into lives in Kansas. So this may be the kind of main chance we get to show them off. And there's the Big 11 that is our number one target from Illinois.
Yep.
At least right now, I think he's the
number one target.
He was the number one target, and frankly, he was last year too. I think
he was.
Other than maybe another deer we're hopeful will show, but 4 days, dark to dark, or rather 3, and on the 4th day at 9:30 in the morning, I was able to catch up with him, slinking out of the bedding area that, in hindsight, I don't think he left for. Going on a week.
It would be interesting. Assumptions, but yeah, I nothing to prove that differently right now of if he left there or not.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, and the deer itself is super cool, and I'm proud of him and everything. But like, just the experience of this, it's cool to take each one as they come. Like this one, so ours was. It was what it was. You were there, right? We experienced it together. It's like, the first part was slow, and
the whole, the whole thing was slow for me. You tripped into 2 of them basically,
and I just mean about what it was, the overall experience. We got into the house there for the first time, and we had the rush of getting that new property, getting the access that we got there and stuff, and this trip was pretty different. Because it was just me this time, and we didn't have any of that initial excitement. This was more of a focused mission, way more.
Yeah.
I made a couple calls, obviously to us, you and I have the most insight, but I called Ben, I called Skip, I talked, Chris and I talked.
Well, from the moment you left last time, you're like, I'm going in to kill that deer. You didn't even think about the other deer.
No, well, and because I saw him last week, I had that encounter, and I'm like, gotcha.
Yeah.
Not in the sense that I'm checkmate, but okay, there you are.
Big puzzle piece.
Big puzzle piece. And most of my strategy for this, in talking with different guys and putting it all together in prior intel and stuff, we really locked in on where we felt like this deer was ranging at. So you take a 150 acre farm, and I'm I think he's living on 20 of it.
Changed a lot, because we originally, I would have bet money he was living in the 28 acre woodlot we have, and at least didn't seem like that was the case necessarily.
Yep. And he may have been in October, that may have been a transitional area for him, but he just really locked in on a little block of CRP, and that's where we found him. And so from that, it was just it was mission oriented. I went in, obviously I'm always about the gear management, and and we were able to get that bike together the day before, which I ended up not even using, but I had it. We were in the house at that point, so I came with fresh, I had laundry, I had things for the house, and so, dude, it was execution, I stopped at the grocery store on the way out there. I had I had my cooler. I had dude, I was.
How'd our shower work?
Work great.
Yeah.
You'd like a little more pressure out of it, but
we'll work on
also,
that.
I wore my Crocs in there. I wasn't ready to have just Carl's feet. I wasn't
college shower.
I wasn't ready to share whatever Carl had left on that, shower floor for me there yet.
Yeah, gotcha. We're getting that replaced.
But I had a hot shower. You know what I mean? I had washer and dryer to be able to Did
you break the grill out?
I did. I broke the grill out, made some burgers. So that was kind of the routine that I got into. It was it was execution. There's nobody there to distract me. Not that you're distracted, but I was just me. I was there. It was and it was part of that I really liked.
Yeah.
Because it was just there's no distractions here.
Just go hunt, come back, eat, whatever, sleep, do it all over again.
Eat, shower, go to bed. I went to bed most nights at 8:30.
Yep.
Just
do it all over again.
Just did it all over again. Sat all day, dark to dark. And I make it sound like it was this crazy grind. Dude, guys sit dark to dark for 3 weeks and never catch up with their deer, know, and I was fortunate to do it just on the 4th day. Dude, at the end of the 2nd and 3rd day, it feels like a long time because it's 12 hours. Yeah.
Probably helps in that spot is very visible. You can see a lot. So yeah, you had some deer come in, but just the way the observe and stuff versus being like tight in a bedding area where it's like you can't see anything. It's like if they don't come right here, like that's it. You're not seeing anything.
Definitely. I even felt that way just the Tuesday morning that I hunted that corner, bedroom stand there. It's
tough.
Tough sit.
Yeah, because you're just like, if he's not here, he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't see anything else.
Yeah, and it was refreshing on Wednesday to get back into this bottom and be able to see a long way. And at least then you're like, I'll just see him in the distance. I'll learn something.
See him. There's hope. He's alive. He's there.
See something. And so, yeah, I mean, that's, I guess that was the mode that I was in. It was just hunt dark to dark, get out.
You were running out of days.
Do the quick thing.
You basically had this when you killed him that evening and the next morning you were gone.
Yeah. And honestly, it worked out perfectly because if you kill in the last inning or whatever, then it has to prolong the trip to take care of them and stuff. And so
it was on a big warm front coming up too.
Yeah. The weather was coming to an end there, kind of a thing. And so I killed them at exactly the right time to be able to process them and still get out of there even just a little bit earlier than I would have, get home, spend a couple extra hours with the wife. And yeah, dude, I don't think you could have drawn it up any perfectly. It's just like, in hindsight, I've made a lot of those trips that haven't worked out. And I think that gets in your head a little bit about like, what am I doing here? Like, am I, I'm just not seeing anything. It's like, so it was pretty satisfying or gratifying to come back with one that it was like, it paid off. Like that sacrifice that I made to the decision to be like, I'm coming back to make the drive, to leave Margie at home. And even though we were just there,
yeah,
it was like, it's not an easy, I mean, on one hand, it's easy because it's like, dude, I saw him. And like, but on the other hand, it's like, dude, it's like, I'm leaving you and JD at work and I'm leaving Margie at home. And it's like, there's a sacrifice there, And so I'm grateful that on the hind end, at least I have something to show for it. So.
Sure. Well, and I mean, you were still, I think, in the heat of lockdown as well. Like versus last year when you went out in gun season, like you saw a shooter, I think, every day when you were out there.
I was in them.
Every day you saw a shooter, him or the other one that we were hunting, every day.
Kamikaze.
Yeah, and just different the time frame from a hunt standpoint.
Dude, the 10, man. We kind of have forgot about him a little bit.
He's just not doing normal things.
He's not. He will, though.
Maybe.
He will.
I think he's probably going to get killed. He's moving too much.
I don't know, man. I start thinking about our farm is like, I killed both the deer that were daylighting on there a lot, but that deer will come back.
Probably.
He'll be there. We got a lot of food right there and a spot that he feels safe.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, that 4-year-old's the one I worry about right now.
Yeah, that's always going to be the case.
Yeah. I think if there were anything shocking about this deer, we talked about it, is his body size. So I don't know if we talked about it with Kamikaze or not, but that deer field dressed at 220. And I remember walking up on the deer and I was like, that's a big body. Yeah, it's a horse. Field dressed 220, so live weight 250 plus. This deer, given it was 10 days later, so he had some rut wear on him, but not that much. Field dressed 185. And the pictures of him, he looks like a bull. He looks way bigger in the pictures than Kamikaze looked. But
and mind you, not to discredit it at all, but there's always a possibility that the digital scale is
possible.
It's possible, but he didn't seem huge to me.
Yeah.
He looked stature wise like a bull. He was built like a 6-year-old deer, which you think he was. But the reality of his actual size, just not a monster.
Yeah, not that's a 300-pound deer in a hoof type of thing. Which is what he looked like, which is why when we were looking at pictures, everybody that saw him was like, that 80. Deer's all over 80.
Yeah.
And he's not over 80.
No. 167 and changes. Again, I was pretty tired, but I'm assuming my math is correct. And honestly, looking at him, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
After you talk yourself out of the high 70s mindset, he still does look like he has all the attributes, just like he looked like a framey, super boxy deer. This deer looks like a 180-inch, thing. But when you get down to it, you're like, okay, there's no trash,
no trash
to add up. at the bases here, he's 4.5 inches, which is not crazy mass. Even as compared to up here that's his biggest mass measurement,
which is 4 7/8.
4 7/8.
Yeah, so no mass measurements over 5.
Also, what's deceiving is like tine mass looks impressive, but does nothing for the score. And this deer has good tine mass, not crazy, but good tine mass, especially out here.
And just over 24-inch beams, not 25s or 26s.
Nope, like 24.5-inch beams, 18.5 inside, I think. And so, yeah, that brings them to
67,
167 and change.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously, like, again, our number one target on the farm and was last year too, you know, and makes me, like, I was looking at pictures of him last year. I'm like, was he bigger last year? Was he the same size? Was he smaller? Like, I don't know. Like, he for sure.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he was definitely smaller last year.
You think so?
Absolutely. Based on what he scores now, I bet he was barely 60.
You think so?
I think so.
Maybe. His brows would have hurt him last year for sure. That would have been the big one.
I bet he was high 50s, maybe 60 last year.
Just a small bodied deer.
Just smaller bodied deer, yeah. And you don't know. It's hard to tell, like, the actual size of a deer.
Yeah.
Until you weigh them. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was when you sent me the score sheet, I was like, what?
Or see him standing next to one, you know, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
They're bigger.
Which, I mean, yeah, he's never in pictures with other deer.
No. Well, and honestly, it doesn't mean anything from a satisfaction with the animal. Like, I mean, it means
no.
It just is what it is.
No, it's just a rationalization of kind of what we thought when we were seeing him and watching him on the farm. And I think he still owned the farm for sure.
I do too. Absolutely. So, yeah, dude, I just, I mean, there's been a handful now, so I can't say it's like my first one ever, but it's like, it just feels pretty good to have gone in after a specific animal. And in hindsight, you know, granted, there was a whole year before this and a trip before this, but like, in terms of like, I'm specifically targeting this deer right now, like, it only took 4 days, you know, after that encounter. So I'm pretty happy with how that went, you know?
Well, I think it's I forget who I was talking about with this, but like, it's the huntability of that farm. Like, there are plenty of farms where people get pictures of big deer and like you see them for sale. It's like, look at these deer, and you know, but if you're like, well, did they kill any of them? Like, have they killed? No, but they're there, right? And that's hard because like it could be just they're not good hunters, right? Or they're not hunting it correctly or whatever. The huntability of that farm is off the charts. I mean, even like in the first year, even though we didn't kill giants, we killed 3 bucks over 5 the first year we had it. Last year it was him and another deer, and yeah, we didn't catch up to him, but we obviously didn't hunt. I mean, I was only out there for 3 days last year. I never came back.
I would like not to disagree with you, but I don't think it is.
You don't think what?
That the huntability is off the charts.
Really?
No. I think it's still a challenging farm to hunt. I just think a lot of people wouldn't go to the lengths that we are to access some of these stands. I think we're squeezing every bit of juice that we can out of property lines and out of creative access. It's a West Access farm at the end of the day. And there are areas that we can't hunt, you know, like our ag fields up to on the southern end of it. And it's like, that's hard. That's hard to hunt.
Yeah.
We found a few areas that we've had some success, but like what got this deer killed was creative access through the back door. No.
Well, we had east access there.
Yeah, using our easement there. But still, I think a lot of guys would not have read it correctly.
No.
To know that the deer was here. He interprets danger coming from the road, if anything. So we're slipping in the back door across the creek and all the way down, you know, through some stuff that guys were probably like, and even I was like, should we be walking through this?
We've not walked through there. We've not accessed it that way.
I have. Last year when I passed Kamikaze, same thing.
To the point? That's how you came into the point? Yeah.
Because we just, and it's not like, you know, to research to figure this out, but it's like, hey, they seem like they're transitioning back like across the road or, you know, dude, it's these line jumping deer, you know, this deer was living on the fringe of like what we felt like were 2 core areas of the farm and even of, you know, on the edge there. And we used that to access through the back door where he didn't expect danger to come from. And we sat it. I sat it long enough,
It's a risk too, though, because you're covering a lot of ground that he could cover, and he could easily be like, "Whoa, somebody was here,"
but he didn't.
He didn't.
So that's the line of pressure meets the meets it, and yeah, it paid off on that one.
Well, I'm just saying, in 3 years, there's been 5 mature deer taken off of that area.
I mean, not to pump us up too much, but a lot of that is us. I don't think just anybody could waltz in there and kill those deer that we killed. I really don't think so.
No, probably not. That first year, maybe.
Line them up, dude. I mean, the first one, okay, yeah, maybe anybody could look at that topography and figure that out. But, dude, you freaking called that deer in and shot him at 43 yards. A lot of people can't pull that shot off, or 9 times out of 10 that goes wrong.
Yeah.
The next one I killed was
Honey Hole,
and maybe somebody could look at that on a map and be like, kind of a no-brainer. And
so a dicey spot.
It's a dicey spot. And in hindsight, it's like there was some luck involved with the wind on that one, I think. And it was right time, right place. Third one, same spot you killed your first one. Again, I grunted that deer in, and called to him, but the playing field was leveled on that one because I had a gun.
Yeah.
And I shot him at 50 yards or whatever. So that was year one. Year two, no deer killed, right?
No, we came in, we hunted a few days after Iowa when it was hot and then locked down. And then I never came back. You came back for gun season.
Yep. Had some encounters past Kamikaze that time. So I had some close calls, and we were still, figuring it out, still are, but we were like, okay, starting to figure some of these spots out. And then now this year, and granted, it just happened that I had the success here this year, but years will come here. That first one we killed was, dude, a lot of effort to get a new farm bought, right? Which is no small task in and of itself, and to get the access and to be able to read it right the first time to kill that deer on the second time we hunted it. So that's one. And then this is the most recent one here with everything we just talked about with the backdoor access, reading and knowing where he was at. I didn't necessarily know it at the time. I that's what the strategy was, and I was like, I think this is how this should work. But
I think a lot of that, by strategy, not by strategy, was treating the large CRP field. Gave him a lot more insulation this year.
100%.
Changed almost 20. That field's almost 30 acres, but I bet we sprayed 20 or 25 acres of it. Changed the entire structure of that field into being much more insulated for where he was. He wasn't living in what got sprayed, but he was living adjacent to what got sprayed.
Yep.
And it insulated him much more than ever before.
100%.
Not saying that he didn't do last year. In hindsight, the day he came across Corn Cove to you, he was probably in that spot.
100% he was.
Yeah. So
100%
he knew that area was his secure area for when it came to lockdown time frame.
That is like what I think is so important about when you get one of these killed is to think back on those encounters that you had, and you're like, oh, yeah,
he was there.
He probably was laying right there.
For sure was. He didn't come from the top and walk the whole way. No, he was already right there and just popped up over.
So, and we only had 2 encounters with him, right? One last year at the Honey Hole, right?
Yep.
And for sure he came from there. You're right.
And then at Corn Cove.
And then once this year, right there next to it. And then the third time. And it happened over a course of 2 years.
All probably him coming from that same pocket. The only other place would have been October or December at North Food Plot, when I think he's using that large chunk of timber more for bedding and then feeding in there and to the north. But from a rut standpoint, in particular, lockdown, he's in where you killed him out of.
It does make you wonder, if he walked out across that CRP and up the road those days that he was at North.
Yeah, maybe.
Or if he came out of the timber.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, I think definitely shifting. And again, we're talking hundreds of yards.
That's the Kanye quote. I guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know. Yeah. So, but that he did the thing. did the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe not how I would expected him to do the thing from like where you shot him or what he was doing.
Yeah.
But also good to know that they do that. Because the other thing is we talked about with him, we had like 3 or 4 cell cameras fairly close to that area. And we got, if I'm counting right, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 4 pictures of him from November 6th until you shot him in that area. So in a matter of 5 or 6 days, we had 4 pictures of him. One the morning you saw him, the last day we were there. I guess that's November 3rd. So almost 10 days. But one November 3rd, you saw him that night. Then we got a picture of him that night in that same area. And then a couple days later, November 6th, we got a picture of him again. And that was the last picture we had.
Mm-hmm.
And so you think about all of those cameras there and you're like, the deer's in there. He should be doing it. So whether he's avoiding them and or where you shot him, we would have never got a picture of him. He was just slipping through areas that there are no cameras at. I don't know. But interesting to see how he kind of moved in through there, and we didn't see him. We would have never known. It was purely observational, like in the stand type stuff.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
You just gotta, be in the woods, and we got lucky with, but like I went to that spot because we got the picture the day before.
And you saw him.
And then I saw him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started putting it together. We're like, freaking in there, dude. Like,
yeah. And then we got a picture of him on Corn Cove Trail, and we got a picture of him on that river stand again.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last one we got of him.
Yeah. And honestly, dude, whether I would have come to that realization or not, eventually, I don't know. But like, and Brackett was the one that was like, dude, you couldn't pull me out of that freaking stand.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one that I ended up killing him in.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't take a lot of convincing because I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's where he's at.
It's where he's at. He's right on the fringe here. It's just you have a hard.
The only difference would have been you pulled that blind into the corn,
mm-hmm.
and that could have been an option.
Could have killed him there too.
Maybe.
I never got the win for it. I never got a north.
Yeah.
I had some west northwest was as north as it got.
And that would have been dicey. Yeah.
And I don't know if he would have done it. I don't know
if he would have I don't think he would have got a shot at him. You may have seen him. May have been able to call at him.
You're going to like that, dude, for later in the year if you get a buck to move in on that. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yep. So, but yeah, he just did the thing.
So it'll be interesting to see now if it acts like a vacuum at all, if if a deer fills that gap. The deer's been there for 5-6 years.
I don't think he will. I think that 4-year-old will own that space unless he gets shot, potentially.
Maybe it's
maybe that 10 pops back in there more like he did last year at the end of November. He was in there a lot. So, but yeah, I would assume it'll be those 2 deer.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's just some random,
mm-hmm.
but you never know. Dude, that 4-year-old that was running around in September, like, where's he at?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's
we'll
a good farm. There's more 4-year-olds on that farm though than we initially thought. Like just even you sitting there, that heavy one that came by you, that
cool deer,
that tomahawk deer is 4 for sure.
When that deer was in front of me, I'm like, is that a giant? I'm like, is that deer bigger than I think it is?
Yeah. So there's more 4-year-olds on that farm than initially thought
that deer's
about.
Cool. I'll be curious to see what he does in future. He's just got super mass.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of kickers and stickers and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of
character. Throw trash.
A lot of character.
So yeah, that
3-year-old does too, dude. He's got that big inside point.
Yeah. So there's enough there that at least it's like there's the next crop, right? We can see the next crop essentially.
Pre-gun season.
Yeah. that are there. So yeah, it's big farm and it's got food. So they'll, hopefully they're not too dumb. They'll be dumb, but just not too dumb is the strategy there.
Yeah, well, we'll just take the pressure off it here now for the time being and wait for another one. And you're open to a December trip, you think? Or
yeah, I'll probably go out in December. Even
regardless, even with what's on there right now.
I'll go hunt that heavy deer on the 80.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
But beyond that, yeah. And whether it's December or early January, I'll just try to play it out from a weather and deer standpoint. But Yeah, and I mean the only one, like if that deer disappears or whatever, and that 10's there, like I don't know, I take my dad to like shoot him during muzzleloader season or something, just to kill him.
The 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't feel conveyed to kill him necessarily.
Really?
Yeah, take my dad or a kid or something to shoot him. The problem with taking a kid out there is like we're gonna see a big 3-year-old, and I'm gonna be like, hey, you can't shoot that deer. So that's the hardest part with them. Yeah. Just passing deer that are bigger than that they've ever seen before.
Yep.
I don't want to get them into that mindset necessarily.
Yep.
So
probably even harder with your dad.
I can tell him though. Like I don't feel as guilty to be like, yeah, you're not shooting that deer. He knows the drill. They don't fathom that as well at their age.
Yep.
So, but yeah, because I really don't want him to live till 7. He's not going to do anything.
I agree.
So
yeah, he's ready to go.
He's just going to bully the small bucks around, the younger bucks around. So, but yeah, so we'll just play out gun season. And the second gun season too, I guess, would be Thanksgiving week, end of Thanksgiving week. Yeah, so it'll be December before I start to look at that, mid to late December.
We don't really have as many like junk older bucks.
No, it's funny. It's really just that first year.
Even that 10 is a nice deer. I mean, he's not a mega high scorer, but he's a nice
push
deer.
50.
Yeah, he's a nice deer.
Yeah, but I mean, that first year was the only year we had, and I honestly I haven't even gone back to count, but I bet we had four or five mature deer. None of them scoring like over $140.
Yeah,
but we have 4 or 5 of them on there. It was like that. It was a hub for like just bully bucks, essentially.
Yeah, and then some disappeared. Was that
G4?
G4 was that the first year or the second year?
First.
He was garbage.
That was the one that you almost killed the day after I killed mine.
I saw him.
Yeah, and then like vanished. Yeah, he was garbage.
Well, he was there all season.
Yeah,
and then just didn't come back.
Never came back. Yep, and we killed 3 of them.
Yep.
And there was at least one other one. I can't remember who, but there was one other buck besides him that was still around, but never saw that deer again. So
maybe they got word that we were coming for the junkers
potentially. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. As we get to late November, gun season pressure plus food, what are those? We have 2 farms. What do those 2 farms do? And yeah, just keep an eye on them. If there's anything that trips the trigger, I'll do a trip out there for sure.
Cool.
But yeah, that'll kind of be the plan. But for now, it's Kansas focus for the next week.
That's where we're at.
Heading to Kansas with the dads and Uncle Dale.
Featuring, live from Kansas with the dads and Uncle Dale.
Yeah, so I guess if you're listening to this, hopefully you can join us Thursday night. I can't remember what I told Nick.
9:30 Eastern?
Yeah, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Nick will post a bunch of stuff. But Thursday night, live from Kansas with the dads, featuring Uncle Dale. Who knows what will happen, how that will go down. The cool thing is we basically only have 1 day of the hunt left. So, but we'll have a big Kansas recap of like what happened during the week, stories, encounters, arrows flying. Who knows what will happen?
Recovered or not?
Yeah. So, hopefully, if you guys are listening to this, you can join us Thursday night for that. It'll be a really good time as always. We'll try to read as much comments as we can, and other than that, we will catch you next week.
Hunt Companion.
Take me